All right, quick video just talking about structuring heel time versus free time. So if I ask for, Latte's back there too, if I ask for a heel command, I just want you walking with me. I don't want you walking anywhere ahead of me here on my left-hand side. But anytime I say free, they're allowed to walk out of position. Kilo, break. His release is different just so that he's not wandering off when I don't want him to. But during free time, they're allowed to kind of sniff and explore. This is also their time to use the restroom. Eventually, they'll be on a setup like Leia is here, where they're going to have a lot more freedom to wander and walk around. But right now, they're just on the short leashes so that we can manage any potential reactive moments, because they can get pretty growly and barky. I've noticed as they're kind of gaining in confidence with me, some of their truer behaviors are coming out a little bit. But Latte is doing excellent taking food, especially when we're outside. So we're starting to condition the e-collar. All that really means is we're starting to pair. Anytime I ask him for something like a sit or a down, I'll turn on the e-collar very low level, and as soon as he follows through, we reward with food. So on that very low level, he's starting to figure out, this is essentially just telling me what that leash has been telling me to do. Cafe is also doing good. She's starting to take food much more when we're outside. I just haven't started conditioning the e-collar on her yet, because sometimes she gets a little bit too spooked to take food, and I kind of want her excited for the rewards before we start to add anything that is potentially more stressful on top of that. But she's doing good so far, just learning how to walk nicely with the crew. So right now, they're all in freedom, and we're just kind of hanging out. But if I want to start moving, I'm going to grab everybody's leashes. Kilo, come. Hi, handsome. Thank you. So as we now start to move, I've cued heel. I'm going to start holding them accountable to staying on that left-hand side. I don't really want them passing that shin line. See how I slow down here and they're matching my pace? I'll do that periodically, especially as I cue them back into heel, just to kind of make sure they are walking with me and they're not just guessing very well. Periodically, I can do the opposite, where I'll speed up a little bit to see if they can match my pace and then slow right back down. Aha! Good job, guys, just to make sure that they're not going to start rushing past me. Anytime we start to get a little bit reactive, I'm using my leash. So these little blue ones are the ones that they're connected to. If they start to hit the end of it, instead of just letting them, kind of experience that pressure, I'm going to activate the leash ever so slightly with my wrist. So it kind of feels like a little flick like this with the back of your wrist. Essentially just trying to avoid remaining in constant pressure. I always want to go back to here where your leash is nice and loose. They really shouldn't feel anything unless they're drifting slightly out of position, or if they're starting to get a little barky at another dog. That's where we can start to activate that leash a bit, and then we can give them another break, free, and we just walk on over to the side. They're allowed to kind of meander and sniff more or less. I will follow them, but that doesn't mean there are no rules. We can still hold them accountable to things like stepping off the grass into the curb or picking up things we don't want them to. But so far they're doing great.